Hello everybody, welcome back for another interesting game. Today we're taking a look at the Type 95 Heavy. This particular battle is a Tier 4 battle with several Tier 3s. The T95, or Type 95, is an interesting tank. It's sluggish, it's big, it has some odd arcs because of that little turret on the front left corner. You can still get some gun depression there on this tank, unlike the Type 91, but not as much as you can on the right. The main strength is a fairly decent frontal armor thickness and a massive damage per minute. Fully spec'd out, it gets around 2,000 damage per minute. And at this tier, it just chews through things really quick. One of the things I learned in this battle is just how good the gun handling is. It's surprising you're not moving that fast, so your bloom isn't very big, and you can trundle along, and if you're reasonably close range, you can pretty consistently hit your targets without having to stop and really aim it. Any longer range targets, that's not so true. But watch here as I start to just wail on these lower tier tanks. It doesn't take much at all and just mow right through them. Now you'll see there's a Matilda over there. I didn't see that in the battle. I was worried about the left side over here, and the Matilda didn't look at me. I didn't look at him. We just ignored each other and worked over the lesser tanks. It wasn't until about, is it not this point? It's like I engaged the A20 here in the background. He disappeared camo-wise, so I have to bait him out. And then I come back, and then I see the Matilda take a shot, and then once I take a shot at him, he runs. So now I can really focus on that left-hand side. There's a Valentine just around the corner. And then in the far background, there is that A20. You can see, there we go. Now I'm working over that A20. And I don't even have to go in sniper mode here. I'm just auto-aiming. And look at this TW2. This guy is an ass. Yeah. He just comes up, bullies his way, pushes me out in front of him. And then when I try to back up, he's like, hey, what's going on? He doesn't want to get up there and actually take the fight to the enemy. He just wants to sit there and use me as a meat shield or something. If he had... Anyway, I'm not going to go on about him too much, but he's really frustrated me right here because he was right in my way. He backs off, so now I can get a clear angle to work at that Valentine, finish him off. And about this time I realize the enemy is way ahead of us. See that DB2 ramming me into the rock? What a joker. So anyway, I turn around here and start heading back towards our spawn area because I see they're flanking up the A line, and I don't expect our artillery is going to last too much longer. Trundling along. The one thing I'm really worried about is that artillery. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to work that corner I was, because it's fairly already safe. Now here, I get spotted by the Matilda, and he's a one-shot now, and I got enough health left to take about 4 shots from him. So that's enough that I can take a shot or two while I'm getting a good aim off. But he's not closing, so I'm going to go ahead and move to the other side. In fact, he's on our base, but I want to take care of the rear action here first. We've got M8 down in one shot. That's one dangerous gun off the map. Now I'm not sure if that Matilda is going to sneak shots in on me because I'm such a big target. So I take my time. When I get over here, I find out that I've got a tier 3 here. With premium, he can penetrate me, but it doesn't look like he's using premium. And I see that there's M2 medium over there. So I go ahead and work him over. And then I swing back and finish off the T-116. Lower tier tanks are easy unless they can somehow get up close or around your side or an awkward angle. One thing you have to be careful about is the penetration on this against tier 5 tanks isn't very good. You've got 90 for your AP round and 100 for a heat round. It'll work against medium armored targets, but against things that have serious armor, you're gonna struggle. So now I'm trundling along. I'm expecting to see the Matilda as soon as I poke through this bush. But I don't. That tells me exactly where he is. He's just behind that rock on the corner of the circle. Now I'm looking at the clock. I'm worried about whether or not I can get there in time. Looks like it's going to be close, but I think I'll be okay. And sure enough, I spot him. He's smart. He backs up. And I start. That -3, that's not real damage. Because I was shooting AP or HE, or heat, I mean, one of the two. So that -3 was module damage. Probably his tracks or something like that. But anyway, the next shot I actually kill him. Now I'm hiding from the Arty. I gotta be careful here. Big fat juicy target. See, the tree got knocked over. He figured I was going forward, so he sent around over there. So now I'm gonna do something a little sneaky. Come over here, knock that tree down, and then back up the other direction, expecting him to shoot the other way. And sure enough, he shoots right where that tree went down. So now I'm gonna move out. There's 2 enemy tanks left. One is a T-116 and the other is the artillery. The T-116 I'm not worried about, except that he could spot me. If he were to try to flank me and spot me from the side, he could take me out real easy, but I don't see him. In the battle about this point, I went ahead and pulled up the board and noticed that that T-116 hadn't gotten any kills. So I'm half thinking that he might be AFK. In which case, he will probably spot me as I approach the artillery, and that will give the artillery a chance to take me out. So with that thought in mind, I'm hoping that I spot him at a time and place where I can dispatch him before the artillery can zero in on me. Well, we got a minute here. In tier 5 tanks, you've really got to play this as a support tank. You try to go nose to nose with tier 5 tanks and they'll rip you apart. Maybe a medium that you can pen easily, you can trade DPM with, but against tier 5 heavies, you just can't play that game. Okay, as we come into the danger zone here, sure enough I spot him and he spots me. Big old target. And you see I don't even have to aim in, I'm just shooting on the run, and T-116 is easy damage. For this gun, if I hit anywhere on the tank, it's an auto pen. So now I'm just going straight for the rock, trying to minimize the RD angle to be able to hit me and lose spot. And I'm pretty safe now. I get a little worried as I rise because I don't know how far back he is. I'm worried that he's right up at the corner and he'll see my turret, so I kind of stay low. My thought is to cross to the far side and come from a direction that he's not expecting. Takes some time to get there. But you see how quickly I turned a 1 versus 5 into a 1v1. The Matilda was the only tank left that really, well, the M8 HMC also. Those two had the guns to really make me pay, but they were both one-shots, and I was able to take them down. The tier 3s weren't a problem. Now what I did is I just shot the car that was at the corner of that building in case the artillery was hiding behind that corner. The car might have obstructed my chance to spot him, so that just gave me a kind of a verification that that's not where he was hiding. I checked the gap behind the house on my left, and I could see he wasn't behind that building in there, which means he's probably in the back corner there. So I'm just going to back up into the circle and let him decide. Is he going to let me win, or is he going to come and get me? He's going to come and poke and pay for it. Now, his best chance would have been if he had just come around that corner, taken the 2 shots that he could eat, and then fire before I got the 3rd shot off. I just shot a little barrel thing that was, again, blocking potential vision. I want to spot him the moment he comes around that corner. And we wait. This is one of the things that's really important, is you gotta wait in this game. Make your enemy make the mistake. I get the kill, and look at that. 13 kills. My personal record, and a great game. I hope you enjoyed the show.